Trumpan! Sorry about the wind. Well, welcome to the north of Skye and to the Vaternish Peninsula. We're out here at Skye and we're right up at Trumpan, and today we're going to have a quick look around a very famous church which has a very dark history. Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to tell you a wee bit about the history of this particular church, but to do that I'll try and find somewhere out of the wind because it's a wee bit of a tale to tell. So we've come around to the back of the church, or it might actually be the front of the church, who knows. But the thing is, it's covered in beautiful, beautiful lichen. So what can I tell you about this place? Well, the ruin of Trumpan Church stands on a site overlooking the sea at Trumpan. And there you go. It is overlooking the sea, as you can see. So this is as far as the public road goes along the west side of the Vaternish Peninsula, though it's still nearly 4 miles short of the peninsula's tip at Waternish Point, which will be away up there. Trumpan was once a thriving medieval township, and this simple rectangular church served as its focal point. The story of both the township and its church came to an end on the first Sunday in May 1578. Trumpan Church has never been satisfactorily dated, but it could easily have stood here as far back as the 1300s. When in use, it was known in its Gaelic-speaking congregation as Kilcoin or St Conan's Church. Today, this ruin stands surrounded by its graveyard, home to a range of memorials covered considerably in a period of time. Perhaps the most striking grave marker is laid at the east end of the church and is decorated with the carving of a long claymore or Highland sword surrounded by animals and plants. We'll go in and have a wee look at that. In the 1500s, the MacDonalds and the MacLeods, as usual, were engaged in fierce clan rivalry. This came to a head in 1577 when a raiding party of MacLeods of Skye landed on the island of Egg. The resident MacDonalds took refuge in a cave on the south side of the island, and the raiding party lit a fire in the entrance to the cave in an attempt to force those hiding inside to come out. The result was the suffocation of 395 McDonald's, the entire population of the island at that time. The cave is now known as Massacre Cave and can still be visited on the island of Egg. But revenge was not long in coming. On the first Sunday in May 1578, 8 birlins, or war galleys, of the Clan MacDonald of Uist landed in Ardmore Bay, immediately to the west of Trumpan. The resident MacLeods were gathered for Sunday worship in the church where we're now standing, when the raiding party blocked the door and set fire to the thatched roof. The only MacLeod to escape alive was a young girl who managed to squeeze through a window. She raised the alarm, by some accounts, after running all the way to Dunvegan, 10 miles away, and the MacLeods from the wider area swiftly gathered together. But by now, the MacDonalds had returned to their ships in Ardmore Bay, only to find that the tide had left them dry and high. The MacLeods are said to have unfurled their famed fairy flag, and in the battle that followed, the entire MacDonald raiding party was killed. The bodies of the MacDonalds were lined up beside a dry stone wall or dike and were buried by the simple expedient of having the dike pushed over on top of them. The battle then has since always been remembered as the Battle of the Spoiling of the Dike. The township of Trumpan was never re-established after that, and the church has remained a ruin, albeit one of some deeply unpleasant memories of one of the most barbarous episodes in Scottish history. Whoa! Pretty scary. So, let's go in and see the church. So, as I say, beautiful, beautiful lichen. There's an old park bench here. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. So, once again, apologies about the wind, but bear with me as I take you in to the fiery church. The very first thing I notice about the church is the height of the door or the entrance. I'm having to duck down to get through this, so get ready for the wind. Here we go, folks. And up here in this end of the church we have that famous stone slab which has a huge claymore and animals around it, although it's not very clear to see today. And it's an absolutely stunning area. Not very big church. A lot of people died in here in a bloody fire, apart from one young lassie who managed to escape. We'll take you around here and have a look through the back window. So thanks very much for coming with us and listening to the story of Trumpan Church up here in Waternish out on the Isle of Skye. And I look forward to taking you around somewhere else very soon. Sorry about the wind today, as I say, it's a wee bit drafty as they say up here on the island. But thanks very much and I'll catch you later. Aichivar.